If you're handling multiple Instagram pages, TikTok accounts, YouTube channels, or client profiles, you already know one device isn't enough. But buying 5 or 10 physical phones, that's expensive and honestly inconvenient. So what if you could control multiple Android phones directly from your computer? No hardware investment, no physical setup, just scalable cloud-based Android phones. So today, I'm bringing you a powerful solution to this problem. I'm going to test and review the GeeLark software to see how well this setup actually works. So what exactly is GeeLark? GeeLark is a cloud-based Android phone platform that allows you to run and manage multiple real Android devices directly from your computer without buying any physical phones. Each cloud phone operates as an independent Android device with its own unique device fingerprint. This helps keep every profile completely separate. On top of that, GeeLark allows you to assign different IP addresses and proxies to each device. This makes it especially useful if you're managing multiple social media accounts such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and others. So basically, GeeLark gives you multiple cloud-based Android devices without physically owning multiple Android phones. Now let's see how it works. So first of all, we need to download the GeeLark software. When you visit the website, you will see a page like this. Here, we need to download the software for Windows. I'll click on the download option and the software will start downloading. After the download is complete, you just need to follow a few simple steps to install it on your device and sign up using any Gmail account. Since I have already downloaded, installed, and signed up, I will directly open the software. As soon as you open the software, this is how the GeeLark interface will look. On the left sidebar, you can see all the professional and important features of GeeLark. We will explore them one by one and learn how to use them. At the bottom, you can see that if you sign up for the first time and use the free plan, you can create 2 profiles for free. Since I have purchased the Pro plan, I can create and manage up to 20 profiles. We'll discuss pricing later. First, let's explore the features one by one. Alright, so first let's open the Profiles tab. Inside the Profiles section, you can create multiple Android cloud virtual phones. You can remotely access and manage them for different social media accounts, e-commerce stores, crypto-related tasks, development testing, and more. Creating a new cloud phone. To set up a cloud virtual phone, click on the New Profile button. You'll see this interface. At the top, you'll get 2 options: Cloud Virtual Phone, Windows Anti-Detect Browser. Since we want to create a cloud virtual phone, I'll select that option. Now first, you need to enter a profile name. This helps you identify the purpose of that device. For example, TikTok automation, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, or e-commerce store. For example, I'll name it One TikTok Automation. I'll select Android as the operating system. In the group section, I'll type TikTok automation. In remarks, you can add anything related to the task, such as warm-up TikTok accounts. Now let's talk about proxy settings. You have 3 options: gproxy, custom, and saved. In the saved proxy option, you can buy proxies from any third-party website and save them in the proxy tab inside GeeLark. Later, when creating a device, you can simply select a saved proxy instead of entering details again. In the custom proxy option, you can manually enter proxy details purchased from a third-party provider. With gproxy, you can directly buy proxies inside GeeLark and assign them to your device. I'll select gproxy. You can choose whichever option suits you. In gproxy, first select the country or region, then select the state or province, and after that, the city. Finally, click on Get Proxy, and the proxy will be added. Next is the device information. First, you'll see the charging method. There are 2 options: pay per minute. You are charged only when you use the device. If you don't use it on a particular day, you won't be charged. In simple words, no usage, no charges. Monthly rental. You pay a fixed monthly rent for the device. If the month expires and you continue using the device without renewing, it automatically switches to pay per minute charges. For now, I'll select pay per minute. Next, select the Android version. In Advanced Settings, under Network, you can choose between cellular data or Wi-Fi. I'll select cellular data. For phone number, I'll select auto-generated. For location, I'll choose based on IP address, then choose the device brand. For example, Google, Oppo, Vivo, or Samsung. I'll select Samsung. For the model, I'll choose Samsung S22. After adjusting the remaining minor settings, simply click on the Create button, and your device will be created. You can now see the device inside the Profiles tab. Creating multiple devices. If you want to create multiple devices quickly, click on New Profile again. Select the Quick option. Specify similar settings like country and device configuration. Then you'll see the Quantity option. This means how many devices you want to create. For example, I want 2 devices, so I'll select 2. Click Get Proxy, and proxies will be assigned automatically. Then click Create, and the devices will be created according to the selected quantity. As you can see, I now have 3 virtual devices in total. To start them or check them, simply click the Start button. After waiting a few seconds, you can see that all 3 virtual Android phones are running smoothly with unique identities. Now you can perform any tasks inside them, just like a real Android phone. Other important features: Proxy tab. In the Proxy section, you can add proxies in bulk from any third-party provider websites. And when creating a device, you can select any of these saved proxies from the Saved option. Library section. In the Library section, any files you upload from your computer, Google Drive, or other sources will appear here. Also, any content generated through the AIGC section, such as AI images or videos, will be stored in the library. AIGC section. In the AIGC section, you can access advanced and latest AI tools such as image to video, text to video, image generator, and AI editing. In image to video, you can convert images into videos using advanced and latest models like Cdance, Kling, VEO 3.1, and others. In text to video, you can generate videos using prompts. In image generator, you can create AI images using advanced models like GPT 2.0, Nano Banana Pro, Seedream, Kling 3, and more. In AI editing, you can modify or enhance your AI-generated videos using prompts. All generated content will appear in the Library section. GeeLark AI. In the GeeLark AI section, you can ask questions about the software's features and settings. It helps you understand how to use the platform more efficiently. Analytics section. In the Analytics section, you can monitor the performance of accounts and activities running on your devices. Applications section. In the Applications section, you get a built-in App Store. Instead of installing apps manually on each device, you can install apps directly from here across your cloud phones. Now let's talk about the automation section honestly. This is one of the most powerful features inside GeeLark. Here you'll find ready-made automation templates for major platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. For example, there are templates for posting TikTok videos, publishing YouTube shorts, uploading Instagram reels. Instead of manually repeating the same tasks over and over, these templates allow you to automate those actions directly inside your cloud phones. And that's just the beginning. If you scroll down, you'll see many more automation tools covering different workflows and use cases. There's a wide range of options available, depending on what you're trying to achieve. I definitely recommend exploring this section yourself, because there are quite a few powerful tools built in here. Synchronizer. This is another excellent feature. In this section, you can select similar cloud phones and start synchronization. Click the Add button, select similar types of cloud phones, and wait a few seconds for them to load. Then click Start Sync. Now, when you tap on the first cloud phone, the second cloud phone will perform the same tap in the same position. This is a very unique and useful feature. GHub API section. This section is mainly for developers. If a developer wants to integrate GeeLark's features into their own software or tool, They can get API access here and connect with the GeeLark team. Resources section. In the resources section, you can find discounted proxy providers and special offers. Now let's talk about pricing. If I go to the billing section, you can see that I purchased the $19 Pro plan, which allows me to create 20 profiles per month. If you want to create more than 20 profiles, you can pay extra and increase the limit according to your needs. To better understand pricing, you can visit the official GeeLark website. There you'll find a clear comparison between plans, including monthly rental and pay-per-minute pricing. As you can see, there are 4 plans: Free, Base, Pro, and Custom. Each plan provides different features and limits. Higher plans give access to more features. You can choose and subscribe to any plan based on your specific needs, whether you're an individual creator, a small team, or managing multiple accounts at scale. If you need more flexibility, you can also add monthly rental devices or increase the number of parallel devices depending on how many cloud phones you want running at the same time. So the setup is quite scalable. You can start small and expand as your workflow grows. Hopefully, this walkthrough gave you a clear and practical understanding of how GeeLark works, what it offers, and who it's best suited for. Thanks for watching.